My dear students, good morning everybody. I welcome you again for the online classes of Shepherd Association Residential Public School, Gulbarga. My dear students, we have been discussing the last chapters in chemistry subject for the academic year 2020-2021 for 8th standard. Pollution of air and water. We have so far discussed so many aspects. The class was suspended yesterday due to some technical issues. So, hence, I am just continuing today. So, we were stopped at causes of water pollution. Causes of water pollution, right? So, today's heading was causes of water pollution. Causes of water pollution. Right? Causes of water pollution are, see here, causes of water pollution. Causes of water pollution. You know, sewage, wastewater, sewage and wastewater, industrial wastes, right? Number 3, petroleum wastes, right? Microbial decay, microbial decay, right? Mining wastes, marine dumping, So causes of water pollution are sewage and wastewater. Second is industrial wastes. Third is petroleum wastes. Fourth is microbial decay. Fifth one is mining wastes. And sixth one is marine dumping. All these activities are done and let that waste into move to river, which is which the water will be consumed by people. How dangerous it is. So these are the causes of water pollution, and certainly, as I say, we have less than 1% of drinking water. If this is the condition, then how could be the condition of the health condition of the people of India? Therefore, in this regard, the scientists, the government of particular state and government of India, they should think seriously, particularly the responsibility of people is absolutely important, because they should have that awareness of drinking water, and they should protest against such industries or companies or factories which let their wastes directly into the drinking water. In fact, the government has imposed some rules and regulations for the factories while being established. the waste should be filtered, right? And that waste, the filtered waste, which contains simple water, like if that is let into water, somehow it can be managed. But the whole waste from the industries, if it is let into drinking water, if it is let into rivers, the consequence is very horrible, and it's going to be unhealthy, or it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be harmful on part of common people who consume the river water as drinking water, right? So after this, we were studying about adverse effects of air pollution and water pollution, right? Okay. So this is all about causes of water pollution. Now we were discussing about adverse effects of air pollution and water pollution. Adverse effects of air pollution, and water pollution, and water pollution, right? So adverse effects of air pollution and water pollution. Adverse effects of air and water pollution, right? See, under which we studied so many things, right? Under which we have studied so many things. See, first one was carbon monoxide. If the vehicles emit the carbon monoxide, and it causes the carboxyhemoglobinate disease, which when inhaled by people continuously, it reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. We so far studied. The second one was sulfur dioxide. So the industries emit sulfur dioxide. For example, rubber industries, they emit sulfur dioxide, and if the sulfur dioxide is inhaled in much quantity or continuously, then it may cause lungs disease. It may cause permanent lungs diseases for human beings. We have seen chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, the refrigerators, air conditioners, aerosol sprays, they work upon chlorofluorocarbons. And chlorofluorocarbons, they harm the ozone layer, depletes holes through which we have the fear of direct ultraviolet rays from the sun. So when we get the ultraviolet rays directly, again we may be diseased, like skin diseases, mental disorders due to ultraviolet rays. So therefore, chlorofluorocarbons are also dangerous for human health. And then we have seen global warming. See, global warming is just the process of slow increase in the temperature of the atmosphere, which leads to the high temperature of the globe. And due to high temperature, the glaciers melt. When the glaciers melt in the sea, the level of sea goes variating. when there is a variation in the sea, there will be unordered climatic changes. There will be, variation in the climatic changes. When there is a variation in the climatic changes, it directly affects the human race. During winter, it rains. During summer, we feel so much of cold wind. During raining, we have the, you know, we have rains. So this type of changes in the climate probably leads to the bad weather, which directly affects upon the human race. Therefore, it's our fundamental duty, it's our significant duty to maintain the eco balance. That's what we always say, eco-friendly. We should be very friendly with the nature. Should not trouble the natural activities, right? So dear students, then we also saw greenhouse effect. The deposition of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will form greenhouse effect, and that greenhouse effect leads to global warming. One is connected to each other. So these around 7 to 10 adverse effects of air pollution and water pollution. So dear students, then certainly we understand, see how to overcome these adverse effects of air pollution and water pollution. What are the remedies to be undertaken? So today we study the what can be done to overcome the air and water pollution, or what are the remedies for air pollution and water pollution, right? So today we study almost, this is the last part of your chapter. See, what we say is like remedies. Remedies for air and water pollution. Water pollution. Remedies for air and water pollution. Dear students, the first one, use of eco-friendly fuels. Use of eco-friendly fuels. Use of eco-friendly fuels. Dear students, what is this? See, these are the fuels, traditional fuels we have been using so far. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, fuel oil. These are the traditional fuels we have been using, and they only produce the huge amount of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, right? So, never we have thought of substituting these fuels by biofuels, right? So, use of eco-friendly fuels or biofuels, or biofuels. Dear students, eco-friendly, when we use the fuel, there must be negligible emissions from the vehicles. Say for example, we have ethanol. We have ethanol, right? Ethanol, ethanol is that biofuel which produces negligible quantity of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, which is known to be, see, eco-friendly. Eco-friendly. It is a biofuel. So you may ask me how biofuel is extracted, how biofuel is manufactured. You see, we grow sugar canes in the fields. When the sugar cane is harvested or it is taken to sugar industries, after the production of sugar, whatever the residue that remains, it remains behind, right? So that, what we say, out of that, we, like during the process, we get a kind of residue, right? If that residue is processed properly, right? It is processed properly, we get a thin oil known as ethanol. Ethanol is a biofuel, and as it is a biofuel, it is eco-friendly, right? So it is a eco-friendly, it doesn't produce much emission, right? So engines work efficiently, emission is negligible, there is no any air pollution, so everything will be all right. But the demand is more, the production is less. See that every sugar industry should come forward to produce ethanol so that we can cater to the demands of the public, to the demands of the vehicles, so that if we provide the required amount of fuel for the vehicles, then I think we will come out of air pollution to some extent. Dear students, I'm very happy to tell about a person who is the central minister for roads and geographical department, Nitin Gadkari ji. Shriman Nitin Gadkari ji has already introduced this biofuel at Nagpur, Maharashtra state, where the vehicles, especially the government vehicles, they are used called ethanol, and it has worked, and the emission is negligible smoothly, right? Slowly, he wants to extend the different parts of our country, different parts of our India, so that we come out of air pollution or we can reduce the air pollution to some extent. Okay, so I'm very happy to inform you that in Gulbarga, Kalburgi, the KSRTC buses, of course, we call it as NEKRTC, Northeast Karnataka Road Transport Corporation. So the KSRTC buses, they run on 60% diesel and 40% of ethanol. In Kalburgi, I am talking about. In Kalburgi, the city buses are running on 60% diesel and 40% ethanol. So we have least pollution in the city. Let us pray in God that we will be able to use 100% of biofuel, right, ethanol, so that the city will be pollution free, right? Okay. So this way, use of eco-friendly biofuels is one of the remedies for air pollution, right? Okay. Number second. See, use of public transport. Use of public transport. use of public transport. This is one of the remedies for air pollution. See, around 7 lakh people are staying in Gulbarga city. Population of Gulbarga is around 7 lakhs. Population of Gulbarga district is around 15 lakhs. Tell me, how many of us have thought it seriously to contribute ourselves to the progress of the city, to the progress of the district? So far, transport is concerned. Everybody wants to own his own vehicle. If everybody wants to own his vehicle, then certainly there is an increase in the air pollution. Simple. Why don't we think alternatively that we shall enhance the transport facilities? We request the KSRTC to provide the buses to every areas on time so that the students reach schools on time, teachers reach schools on time, right? And officials reach their offices on time, provided the roads are constructed good, provided we use the biofuels more, provided the punctuality is maintained. That way, we can help the development of our city, for the development of our city, for the development of our state, for the development of our nation, in connection with avoiding air pollution. See, this type of broad sense has to be cultivated, has to be developed, right? So, use of public transport will also reduce the air pollution, right? Okay. Number three. Number three, right? See, plantation, plantation, or afforestation, afforestation, plantation or afforestation. Dear students, plant afforestation almost in the geographical area after uh, in the geographical areas, Belagavi is the biggest district. After Belagavi, we have the largest district in Karnataka state is Kalburgi. So we have sufficient forest area, right? And even in the city also, we can develop, we can develop public gardens, plantation, right? And afforestation in the Kalburgi district. But we are not getting that estimated result because of the poor response from the people, right? And activation, I mean, activated part of public in this program. Therefore, it's my humble prayer in all of my students to take up the plantation program or afforestation in collaboration with Department of Forests, Department of Agriculture, Department of Sericulture. So that way, keeping in view the development of the whole city, or in order to make the city neat, clean, smart, and in order to avoid the air pollution, water pollution. So these are the programs to be undertaken. So far, future plans are concerned, right? So this is plantation or afforestation. See, when we develop afforestation, normally students, I tell you, it is in science. The greenery attracts clouds. The clouds with full of water, they move in the sky, right? And they just rain it out. where there is a much greenery, thick greenery. Let us cultivate the thick greenery in our district. All the, you see what I say, like, you know, the, it rains, let it rain. All the clouds which are moving full of rains, let them rain here only. That should be our motto, and this is the connection between the sky and the earth, right? This is the relation between the atmosphere and the lithosphere, right? Okay, so here plantation or afforestation is one of the remedies for air pollution or water pollution, right? Number four. Number four. See, number four, reuse, recycle, right? Reuse, recycle, right? There are some things which can be reused, right? And which can be recycled, okay? So thereby we can avoid air pollution and water pollution, right? Number five. See, number five, especially I am talking about, see, like cleaning of water. Cleaning of water resources. Cleaning of enhancement of water resources. Water resources. See, dear students, see, it's very important to know the water resource for our city. For example, if I say Bengaluru, then we say Kaveri River. People of Bengaluru consume river Kaveri's water, which is supposed to be very light, and it makes you activated. It makes you very active. So people of Bangalore are very active because of the river Kaveri. The statement you take it in general, right? So I mean to say, it's our responsibility to keep our water resources clean, right? So therefore, whichever the rivers that flow through our district, it's our responsibility to look after them. See that the rivers should be cleaned, right? The rivers should not be polluted, right? So at least when the drinking water is supplied to the particular water tanks there, we call it as chlorinization. Chlorinization. So chlorinization, spraying of chlorine powder, which kills and microorganisms present in the water, so that we can consume it comfortably, right? So I just wanted to tell you that we should water resources clean and healthy, right? Well, so in this regard, I must, as a part of this fifth point, I must tell you about the big project, Ganga Action Plan. I tell you. So the third point we have so far studied here, remedies of air and water pollution, right? Together I have taken, okay? So After adverse effects, we are studying remedies, right? Remedies of air and water pollution, air and water pollution, air and water pollution. Now it is Ganga Action Plan. Okay, this is 1986, right? And national mission of clean Ganga, clean Ganga. So this is GAP 1986. Just a minute. GAP 1986. Right? Okay. And this is NMCG 2016. Right? Dear students, it is a part of remedies of air and water pollution. Ganga Action Plan GAP 1986 and National Mission of Clean Ganga NMCG 2016. Dear students, you know one of the sacred rivers of India is River Ganga. River Ganga was polluted, right? I told you already. On the banks of River Ganga, there are innumerable factories, innumerable industries established. Rubber industries, refinery industries, detergent industries, and pharmaceutical industries. Many industries are established. And the wastes from the industries are let into River Ganga. Certainly, the river pollutes. So the government of India introduced a plan in the year 1986 called Ganga Action Plan. The plan aims to reduce the levels of pollution. The plan aims to reduce the River Ganga's pollution. I'm sorry. So the project was launched in the year 1986 by Government of India. So it tried its level best to reduce the level of pollution, right? But I think that was not sufficient for the government to take up the plan there. It was not a sufficient efforts, right? But still, it is in the year 2016, the government of India has taken up seriously the national mission of clean Ganga. So today, my dear students, I am proud to say that if you go to Kashi, or Mathura, we have River Ganga there, right? And River Ganga has become a clean river today, right? You can have bath there, right? And in fact, it is considered to be a pilgrimage of India, and it's the sacred place, right? So therefore, I'm thankful to Government of India for Ganga Action Plan and as well as National Mission of Clean Ganga. So this way, the river Ganga is cleaned and it is now pollution free. So this way the project has to be taken by government of India, and probably I appeal to government of India to take up such projects and go for the cleaning of all the rivers which are polluted in India. Right? So this way, it is one of the important programs or one of the important remedies of water pollution under the Action Plan and National Mission of Clean Ganga. Right? So this way, we have the remedies of air pollution and water pollution. Right? One more remedy is, say for example, we have industries everywhere, especially in Gulbarga district, we have more sugar industries and cement industries, which produce oftenly, like gases, toxic gases. So, there is a chimney placed. So the chimney filters the toxic gas and it lets the, what I say, less affected, what I say, gas to the atmosphere, which is less harmful to the people. That's what. So these are the possible ways of introducing, these are the possible remedies, the effect of the air pollution or water pollution. So this is all about. Now, I just would like to focus upon potable water. This is one of the contents to be studied in your textbook. Potable water. Potable water. So, the point is potable water. What is potable water? The water which is fit for drinking is known as potable water. See, pure water is colorless, odorless, tasteless. We say distilled water. That distilled water is colorless, odorless, and tasteless, which is exclusively used for engines, inverters, machines, right? Whereas pure water or distilled water are not used for drinking. They are unfit for drinking. Do you say that, sir, the water which we drink must be impure? Yeah, you are right. Impurities in the sense, it's not polluted. It's not polluted. The water which we drink should have salts. Should have salts, either calcium carbonate, either calcium carbonate or magnesium carbonate. These are the salts which provide, which provides a kind of taste to water, right? And whatever you say, you have filter in your home, which either filters the borewell water or the river water, whatever it may be. So the filtered water is now fit for drinking. What that filtered water contains? That filtered water is treated with either calcium or magnesium now for drinking. So that's what we say potable water, and potable water has its what I say, has its content or measurement or whatever you say, like it is ppm parts per million, right? So the ppm of this potable water must be between 150 to 200, 150 to 200 ppm, right? Maximum. If it crosses 200 plus, it's not fit for drinking. The water can be tested through the instrument, right? and we can calculate the ppm of salts in water. If it is 200 plus, it's not fit for consumption, right? So if it is 300 plus or 400 plus, we should not use it for drinking purpose, because ppm is more, which is more harmful for human beings. See that the ppm of water must be between 150 to 200. Right? Normally, the whatever you say, can water, filtered water, right, river water, clean water, whose ppm is between 150 to 200, right? So this is all about potable water, right? So I told you already, the potable water is available less than 1%, less than 1% on this earth. Okay, so therefore we must use the water economically and intelligently, which I said it already, my dear students. So this is all about the pollution of air and water. We have here and there some small aspects to be discussed. So I take one more session to complete this chapter. Later we shall discuss the exercises. And this chapter is therefore preparatory exams. So for preparatory exams, you will have 5 chapters: synthetic fibers and plastics, coal and petroleum, combustion and flame, right? Chemical effects of electric current, and pollution of air and water. 5 chapters will be there for your preparatory, right? So prepare well, study it well. Thank you, everybody.